belts. Because A, look, first of all, they're always in fashion. This look, this woven mesh look is always in fashion. If you have it in your closet, no matter what year, or no matter what time of year, no matter if you're dressing up, dressing down, it's gonna look great going into the office, maybe even going golfing or just casual. Men and women both love these belts. It's always the perfect fit, but look right there, that's important right there. You see right there, you're not poking any holes in it, and there's not holes that are going to get frayed and look bad. It is seamless because of that mesh design. It is flexible. Take a look. Got mine on right here. I'm going to step out. Look, it is flexible. It is easy to wear. It looks fantastic. You got a lot of choices here because you are getting a 3-pack. But look at this. Always comfortable, fashionable, versatile. And right now in a 3-pack for $24.99, they're coming out to about $8 each. Your flexible payment's only $5. Now we have a couple of sets. I want you to follow along at hsn.com. I don't even have all of them here, but here we do have the black, brown, and navy set. Look, just get this set. I'm telling you, guys or ladies, for your men or ladies, get this set. This is going to cover most everything. Now, if you really want to be stylish, this is the tweed. I love this kind of two-tone. Now, if you go to hsn.com, you're going to see that we also have the Aztec. Take a look at that. You like some J. King jewelry? This would be beautiful. Would look great with that. And I think we also have the black, the gray, and the white. They each come in these boxes, little gift boxes that are covered. Most limited is going to be in that black, gray, and white. $24.99. Chad Allen is here to tell us all about it. We may even practice our golf swing a little bit while we're here. So hang out with us. Hey, buddy, how are you? Good to see you. I love it. You know what? Look how nice that matches. Look how nice that matches. So nice and comfortable. And whether I'm sitting, walking around the studio, or whatever you're doing, it just feels great.
Yes, it's the belt you forget you're wearing. That's what I've been joking with, is that I grew up with 4 sisters, a mom, a dad, a brother. The women would take their bras off, the guys would take their belts off. You always, when you get home from work, what are you doing? You take off the thing that's the least comfortable, right? Yeah. And if you take off your clothing and you see red marks on your skin, it might be because, you know, things are too tight. And so when you have a belt like this, that's a great shot. And I'm going to bend it. It's flexible. So when, let's just say you were sitting all day or driving all day as a delivery driver, or maybe you're just a secretary, this is flexible. So it's never going to cut into you, but always does its job. I can gain a few pounds or lose a few pounds. It always goes back to do its job, though. I'm just going to turn a little bit. Nice buckle there, half rounded. And so this unisex, men and women both. We even give you, I'm a size 30. So this is about, on a size 30, you have this much extra fabric because you do not cut this or anything like that. You never adjust it anywhere along, and then it stretches as far as you need. But I'm a size 30. The reviews, there's a lot of reviews, talk about size 44, 46. Now, the entire belt itself is a little over 40 inches, and you can see a lot of stretch here all the way in through the camera lens. But Ty, the problem is always this. I'm going to show you the problem, and then we'll get back into it. Sure. Belts usually only have that. Right, you just have from here to here. Usually, this is a leather belt, cost me $85. And so this leather belt right here, and ours are not leather, but this right here is all I can adjust it. Not flexible because it's leather, right? And this is as much as I can grow or shrink. And if I'm paying money for this, I want to be able to adjust and grow over time. Fast forward to this, anywhere, any single place, I'm doing this backwards, any single place along this path, that post can go through. Do you see how that post is going through right there?
Seamlessly.
Look at that. Now watch when I pull it away. There's no mark left behind. There's nothing left behind. That was at the very end, by the way. Like anywhere you want to poke that through, you're welcome to. There is no rhyme or reason to where you need to have that post. It will hold that post wherever you put it because it is a woven, tight, woven mesh fabric. And so that means it always does its job. It always goes back into place, and no matter how big or how small.
Just something you can rely on, right? You can go into your closet, you can grab it no matter what you're wearing. You're wearing jeans, you're wearing jean shorts, you're wearing slacks, you're going to the office, you're going to reach for your Bell & Howell stretch belt. I love the hardware at the end. I love this little faux leather tips here at the end. You're getting an extra belt loop here. I mean, it is the design that you pay a lot of money for normally, and also it's the design that never goes out of style. I know styles come and go. You'll spend $85 on a leather belt because they were in this season. Leather belts are out next season. This will always be in style. I want you to think about for you. I want you to think about for that person in your life that maybe isn't buying themselves. I bought these for my kids. My kids are now 16 years old, and guys, we need to dress a little better, and they had some things to go to where they needed a belt. They needed to tuck their shirt in. perfect. I knew it was going to fit them, and I knew it was going to be stylish, right? And it was going to be comfortable. They're not going to complain about it.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to have several sets of samples, and so my nieces and nephews at the holiday times where everyone's like, you know, grandma's there, grandpa's there, like, pull your pants up, you know, or, you know, the teenagers. So there's lots of variety of people. Men and women in their adult ages, we gain and lose weight quite frequently, right? With the season. By the day, I feel like I gain a few pounds. By the dinner. But like, and also then I'll take that back 20 years where the teenagers can't even get their pants around their waist.
Yes.
This is that belt that anybody can wear. Men, women, one size fits all. I stand here and basically guarantee it's going to be the most comfortable belt you'll ever wear.
For sure.
It never cuts into you because, again, it is that woven mesh fabric. You could, if you're looking for this category of item, you could search the internet for woven mesh belt, and they'll come up. This is the tweed, though. That's always been my favorite.
Nice.
They asked me to wear a solid color today because I guess the tweed just goes so fast.
Yeah, it sells out quick. We're very limited in the tweed. It does go fit. But
that's my favorite, though.
Okay, black, navy, and the brown down here. Very good. I suggested at the top, I was like, everybody, just without thinking, just grab this set. And
because you need a black.
Yes. And you know, this is going to match basically anything that you're doing. Maybe it is something very nice, kind of after 5. Maybe this is something you're wearing some brown shoes, and maybe you're adding a little bit of color.
Think about your jeans.
This is going to cover, yes,
wearing
with
blue
your jeans, with your denim. This is going to cover you here. We also have it up here. This is the tweed. I love this look, particularly this right here. That's
I always say the men, if your husband or your uncle or your brother, you name the guy, if they're not, and women can use any of these, but if they're not so into fashion, this is the way to get them into a little bit of fashion. It's not overbearing, it's not too powerful, but if you love jewelry, in turquoise jewelry, or you like to really, those are sort of a bold pattern. So when you're wearing a solid shirt and a solid pant, but you want a print, your belt can be the print with the Aztec. And so that's brand new for the last year and a half, I believe. Everything else are solids besides the tweed. You can't go wrong with one of the solid sets, though, because that white, it's hard to even find a white belt.
And I'm telling you, a white belt, if there's anything, ladies out there, if you're looking to belt something, you got something, like, hey, you know, it's a whole different look if you just belt it. You're
like if you're wearing a dress.
Like, what am I going to belt it with? This is what you're going to belt it with. Maybe it's that white. This will do it every time. And it will look this good always. It's not like this other belt. Those holes are going to fray.
This is 5 years old. I usually lead with that. I'm wearing the same belts I've always worn for every presentation after all these years. You can go back on YouTube and look them up. This is the same belt for 5 years.
Look at that. But before we go, I want you to see this video real quick here. And I want you to notice the different types you're seeing here. First of all, we're showing you that if you're dressing up, you're going into the office, maybe this guy, maybe he just recently lost a little weight and he's feeling himself a little bit. The belt's still going to fit. It's going to fit you for mom or for dad or for uncle or for the teenagers in your life as well. $24.99, or maybe it's mom or grandma in your life here that also needs to belt something. That white looks really nice. Or if you're out golfing, when you come back to us, we're going to show you our little golfing here. You can take it. It won't improve your screen. It won't improve your golf swing. But I guess are they going to come back to us? This is what we always do at the end of our belt. You know what? You're going to come back next hour and we'll golf a little bit.